This tutorial is about designing specific user dashboards. A user dashboard actually consists of two different layers. The first layer is your welcome page. This is like this. This is a dashboard for a domain administrator, and you see out of 16 apps, the color are activated and the other are supporting apps for it. This domain administrator is also, I think, the process owner for the complete fast cycle management process. So then he can click any of the colored kind of apps he wants to go in, for instance, portfolio. Then his dashboard appears, and it consists of the following kind of parts. The first thing is, here you have in the right sequence of the process the different kind of apps you need to master the complete process. So it goes down to competitors. This is what was activated. Here you have, for instance, the portfolio named Parallel Success Planning. You can also, I think, go to the business view. This is, how you navigate the process, through your with your apps here on this side. So you have the markets. The second navigation point of your dashboard are tasks. So these are tasks which have been assigned and even given a specific end date. So what you can do, if you click on one thing, then actually the task description starts and tells you exactly so what to do. Now you can go back, and the third one are the bookmarks. The bookmarks helps you to navigate to the system in a very personalized form. For instance, if you want to go to the fast cycle user forum, then you click here and you immediately at this kind of forum. You can always go back by using the browser. So here you have all the relevant for your task, relevant kind of task, like for instance monitor your fast cycle design. So it gives you exactly with one click where the different kind of task and task user are standing. So this is the basic principle of the dashboard. It is and if you want to navigate home, you always can go here to home, to this house, and you are again at your welcome page, where you can go into any business apps you are interested in. Here you always have the content of these apps, like region, sectors, the categories. Because we click business view, here you have the task, and here you have the bookmarks. So we show now how to do this. Here you have for the advanced user now all the kind of navigation menu, and in order to organize and a user-specific dashboard, you go to organizations. You can always search first to see which users have been already so in the system, and then we have two choices. First, go to one and edit. If you want to edit one, now you can see here you have all the personal information, area of interest, things like this. Additional options like login is enabled, is read only, or they can create projects. And here you can activate the dashboard functions and also give the right sequence in the process. For instance, the first process step is the portfolio, and it's activated here with number 1, and you can always change it or add this. So this is actually, I think, how you start. If you go back and if you want to add a new user, here you have the create button here, plus you create a new user, giving the name, and also don't forget to give him the password and confirm the password, and also I think tailor the different kind of dashboard function. This is, I think, very essential first step. And the next step is if you want to organize something in a project and give the user the task, then you go here to project, and you see all the projects, for instance, fast cycle management, Launchpad design, which is so then you see, the description of the project, the team which you already assembled, and here you can edit the project, and the project consists of information. You have you can create surveys, and also I think you can create tasks. You can edit the task, and also can assign task user, task managers, and documents, and you can also monitor the whole kind of project function. So the whole thing is it's a very basic one. If you go to projects, here you have the projects which already running, and here on the create button you can create new projects, giving a name, type like diagnostic, status, so running, and also I think you can tailor it to sectors, regions, and categories, give it a description, and then say create. This is actually how you do the project. And if you assign on the task level a person, so like here, if you go back to the Launchpad design, go to task, go to one task and say, look, we want to add another user to it. Then you go to user, search, then you can select one, and if you have select one, this task is automatically shown, at a dashboard of the user. This is actually how the different tasks on the dashboards are created. I think this is very straightforward and simple project kind of tool which creates. So then now we go back again with home. This is always the safest way, to find your way through the system. Go to the system. So and also I think go to the third navigation thing, the bookmarks. Bookmarks can always be created in this way. For instance, if you want search participants, then you go here. This is where we already have been in an organization, and in order to create a bookmark, you have to go to the page, say bookmark, and then actually I think you can here put your own wording into this bookmark, and then you can create it. This is, you know, how user managers is creating direct links to all the different kind of users, and this makes it particularly easy to navigate through the system if the user is new, because he has direct access to the content of the different kind of apps which consists out of the project. And the difference between the total process owner and a process group owner is that the process group, that a total process owner, you know, has all the apps. The other kind of users have only a subgroup of this kind of apps. Then here you have the task. You have seen you can create this with the project function, and here you have the bookmarks which you can create, you know, here with the bookmarks functionality if you go there. So this is actually, I think, which is necessary, that you make it very easy for a new kind of user to get started, that you personalize for them, you know, their particular dashboard for their functions.